I'm here to be an all-time great.
You're now rocking with the best.
Purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
Welcome to the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast.
Oh, he's smoking hot.
The latest Laker news.
Another great Showtime feed.
The greatest Lakers show.
This is going to be legendary for a long time.
This is the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast.
Lakers all day.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby Jonathan here of Big Baby Sports. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, leave a comment, share the video. I'm going to talk about Tony Bennett, Virginia moved to the Lakers, what his role going to be. And also, I don't think him in the front office for the draft advisory role, he may not stay there for very long. I'm going to tell you why. Because I feel like he'll be the next coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Let me tell you why. Everybody's talking about every Laker fan that I know always talking about we need a new head coach. We need player development. We need a coach in here that coaches style great. He's a great college coach. And I feel like him with the Lakers would be great. His record at University of Virginia, 364 wins and 136 losses at University of Virginia, and a 433 over 169 overall, including 3 years stint at University of Virginia and Washington State. University of Virginia from 2009 to 2024, 2015-18 Coach of the Year, and he's been to the championship, national championship with West Virginia, and even at Washington State. At Washington State, he went 69-33 record, 2x national tournament appearances. University of Virginia, he did great over there. You know what I mean? I know he was he's on Lakers as a draft advisor role, but I don't think he's going to be in that draft advisor role for very long. I feel like he'll be the next coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. You know, he's all about player development. And what do we always say, Laker Nation? Player development. We need to get a new player. We need a new coach in here that's all about player development. And I feel like Tony Bennett would be a good candidate for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's a winner. He's been to a championship, and he's played in the NBA as well. But just overall, I feel like him, because they're talking about we need a young coach to get these guys fired up. I know we tried that. We interviewed Hanley from UConn, the coach over there at UConn, didn't pan out. But I feel like Tony Bennett in the draft advisory role, I feel like he's only there to say, you know what, JJ, I'm right here. Don't mess up now. If you mess up, I'll take your job. Just what I'm seeing, the tea leaves and like just how things percolated. But for me, usually when you hire somebody in the draft advisory, it's either somebody that has draft advisory experience, been knowing the draft history of the draft, the ins and outs of the draft. But the fact that it's a former head coach, that just makes it seem that right there seems Mark Walters already puts his implement if he does decide who is his front runner of the next coach. Because you look at it, like JJ is second year with the Lakers, he's not panning up to par, and Tony Bennett is in the draft advisory role now. All of a sudden, former head coach in college. Like I said, if he comes here, I feel like he'll bring the stability. I feel like he holds his players accountable. He preaches toughness. He preaches offense and defense. His coaching scheme is very well. He developed players in this league, in college, and the NBA. You know what I mean? So he's just a very great basketball mind and great teacher of the game of college and college basketball as well. He's a very talented coach in this league, man. You feel me? So I just feel like he over here would be beneficial for us. Because he develops players really well. Troy Murphy, and let me see, hit that like button, chat. Let me see, Troy Murphy, Wendell Carter Jr., and all that good stuff. But the list goes on and on. But he's very well coached. He's well capable of, you know what I mean? In 2019, he won the national championship Come on now. He has a winning record. Don't y'all want that, Laker Nation? Everybody's talking about we need a new coach that knows what it takes to get the players, the player improvement that we need to develop. And I feel like he'll fit what we need. We need, and everybody's talking about we need to we need to get younger as a coach. And I feel like he would fit well with us. You know what I mean? You could probably develop Kobe Buffkin and Dalton Connect and whoever, you know what I mean, the draft lottery as well, and the draft process as well. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the Lakers are seeing, okay, we're going to hire Tony Bennett as a draft advisor role. We're going to give JJ for the end of the season. If we make our decision, you're the leading candidate. Just stay in the draft role for now. But if we fire him, we're going to get you the job and maybe you move forward. Because it just feels like that's something they will do. You feel me? Like just the way that, you know what I mean? This is how I feel and looked at it. You know, just how I looked at it. That it's, you know what I mean? Because I know we tried that last route with Dan Haley from UConn. We're about to give him everything. And in fact, that's where we might do it. You know, go to a college, get a college coach and see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's where our direction is that are going. You know what I mean? I know he's in the draft advisor role for the Lakers now. For right now, him and Rob Pelinka. But for right now, I might just say, hold on, Tony Bennett, Virginia head coach in this league in college. Stay right there. We might be able to hire you if we get rid of JJ. That's how I feel. And I feel like he'll develop these young players. Let's say if we give Dalton Connect back on this team next year, Kobe Buffkin, and the list goes on. If any young player that we get, and if we have Tony Bennett as a coach, you can develop him. He's a great developer in college. But people are going to say, he may not translate in the NBA. He's a very smart basketball coach. He's very smart. He's passionate about what he does. So he won me over, even though he's on the draft advisory role. But the fact that he knows what it takes to win on the college level, that lets you know that why don't you just give him the job, see what happens. You know what I mean? I know for me, it seems like, to me, Big Baby Sports, to me, I feel like he will be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers if we decide to fire JJ Redick. Like, that's what I'm taking for. I know people talk about this. Oh, he's just a draft advisor role. I don't think he'll be a Laker coach. But the fact that you hire a former coach to be in a draft advisor for Rob Pelinka doesn't seem kind of like, you know what I mean? Makes it seem like they're putting pressure on JJ to do good. Or they're putting pressure on, because, you know what I mean? Even if, like, let's talk about, let's say if we fire him. I think Tony Bennett, former college Virginia coach and Washington State coach, you know, he'll be right there. Boom. And everybody talks about we need to get younger. We need to get like more experience. Like, I'm talking about college. Everybody's talking about we need a college coach, like a player development, do the great things for this Laker team. And I feel like he'd be a great candidate, or a great coach. Mark Walters didn't say anything about JJ yet. What does that tell you? He's on thin ice. You feel me? So what do you guys think in the comment section? Would Tony Bennett, Virginia college coach, be a great coach for the Lakers? I feel like him in the draft advisor role is just there just for a little bit, and then he'll be the next coach of Los Angeles Lakers. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, ladies and gentlemen, on Big Baby Sports. Leave a comment after this video. Let me know what you think of Tony Bennett as the next Laker head coach. I know he's in the draft advisor role for now, but let me know what you think about him being the next head coach of Los Angeles Lakers. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit that like button, subscribe. Go Lakers. Peace.